Hello everyone and welcome to our Tech Tuesday tutorials number 148. Today we take a look at a long-standing quiz tool, Gimkit. Gimkit is a favorite assessment tool that's focused on fun, engaging gameplay. It's a game-based quiz app that, like Blookit, which we covered in Tech Tuesday number 141, has been traditionally pretty limited with respects to its free features. And I tend to hesitate to cover products that don't have a solid free option. Well, that changed recently. On November 15th, 2021, Gimkit's Twitter account acknowledged that their free plan had been limited, but they were expanding their free plan saying, quote, "The game about earning virtual cash is now much more accessible to those who aren't able to pony up real-life cash."
Gentlemen, you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
According to their blog post, their free plan is expanding to include all of the currently featured game modes, as well as their core modes like Classic and Teams. Other premium game modes are available for up to 5 players, just enough for you to test them out and decide if you want to pony up a little bit of coin. Now, if you're already a paying customer, Gimkit's got you. Simply email them and they will refund your unused time. Some features are still limited to the Pro version, such as uploading images, recording audio, and creating assignments. Okay, let's take a quick look for those who are new to Gimkit. This is going to be a short overview, so if you want to see a more in-depth look, please hit the thumbs up button or leave a comment indicating that that is your wish. Okay, head on over to gimkit.com and click on Educator Sign Up. Use Continue with Google if you're a teacher. Note that students don't need to create accounts this way. Instead, they're going to join the teacher's class via a link. Once they open the link, they can single sign in with their Google account. That's it. They're part of the class. Gimkit is based around kits that are basically question banks for each game's content. These are your quizzes, basically. You can see any kits that you've created here and can either play them live, or if you have the Pro version, assign them as homework. To create your first kit, click on the New Kit button. Give it a name, set the language, and the subject. Next, choose a cover photo, either from Unsplash or uploading your own. I'm going to do a search for Epic and pick one that looks good. You then need to add some questions, but you can also import them from a number of sources. For now, we're going to click Add Question and just type it out. As a Pro paid feature, you can also add any photos or audio that you want and include answers which can include images. Both visuals and audio might help you make the questions more accessible to some students. Oh, and this may not be obvious, but you can select more than one right answer by clicking on the icon. And anytime you see the book icon, you can click it to show a special characters keyboard.
Nice.
Another type of question is the text input, which is a short answer. Type the right answer, and I would recommend adding some variations that you consider correct that might be typed by the students. If it doesn't match one of these, then it will count it as wrong. You can also create questions with flashcards, Kit Collab, or even import from a spreadsheet, but that's beyond the basics, so we're not going to cover that now. We'll cover that in a future video. Leave a comment and a like if you want to see that. For now, know that adding from a question bank is useful, as it lets you browse pre-made question banks and snag some of those to save yourself some time. Alright, so kits work better if you have a lot of questions, since the fast-paced nature means the kids are going to burn through these questions quickly, and they often repeat them. However, this does give the benefit of repetition if you're looking for speed and accuracy. Now, if you're going to use this with students, a class is a must. It helps keep your game safe and secure, and it forces students to use their real names and control who can join your games. Okay, give your class a name and a color. You're going to get a link, which you can paste into your LMS or email out, and you can choose to auto-accept students or manually approve them via the Invites tab. To launch the game, choose Play Live, or if you have the Pro version, you can choose Assign as Homework. Note that Gimkit is strongest when you play in a live group, and the homework option really is just a basic quiz, so there's no competitiveness there. The best option here is usually played live.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay, next select the game mode. Each has its own sets of rules, but for today we're going to focus on Classic mode. In classic mode, you can choose to make the game goal time-based, where they try to earn as much money as they can before time runs out, or a race, where they try to be the first to reach a certain goal. Or you can choose all in, where the game ends when the classes earned a combined total, and they compete with each other for the largest slice of the pie. Choose what class to assign it to, set a starting cash amount, and make other choices like whether you want students to see the right answer after they have answered incorrectly, whether you want music, which the kids really like, and it's actually pretty awesome, and whether you want the kids to clap or join late. Clapping is the thing we'll cover later. Clean Power-Ups only limits the Power-Ups that they can buy only to the ones that don't interfere with other players. One aspect of the competition in Gimkit is hindering your fellow students. And while this is a primary source of fun for the kids, sometimes a particular class or student dynamic would be better suited if they don't have that ability. So this would mean that they can only use power-ups to benefit themselves. Once you are ready to start, click continue, and they can join via code, which I don't recommend. That might be good for adults, but not for the kids. Or by clicking join game while they're logged in, provided they've already joined your class via the class link. Now, while they're waiting on the game to start, they can do some little doodles. On your screen, you're going to see their names appear as they enter the room. And since they joined a class, they did, right? Their names are going to be taken from their Google accounts, preventing trolling or inappropriate names. Click Start, and while they're playing, it's helpful for them to see the teacher's screen as well as their own, since some information is only visible there, like leaderboards, totals, etc. I recommend projecting your screen during a live game. Answering questions earns money, and you get more money for each question you get right in a row. That's known as a streak. However, things get more interesting once you look at power-ups. Notice that the power-ups include options to earn more money per question, get larger streak bonuses, and so on. There's a lot of strategy and choice here, but don't worry too much about the strategy. Let the kids figure it out, and they will, trust me. They'll be sharing tips and tricks with each other before long. In addition to upgrades, which are more permanent effects that affect how much money you generate, there are things called power-ups. Now these are significant short-term effects that help them or hinder others. Streak Saver, for example, stops streaks from resetting when you get a wrong answer. Icer stops other players from answering questions or visiting the shop for 15 seconds. Blur makes other people's screens blurry, and Gift increases other players' totals by 25%. That's a beneficial effect. This might be crucial in collaborative games, or maybe it might win you a truce in more competitive games, acting as a bribe. As a reminder, while these power-ups create a lot of excitement and strategy, they can also cause issues with some audiences, and you can turn off any negative effect power-ups in the game settings. In practice though, we've seen that kids generally like these and accept them. Once over, the game calculates the winner and displays the rankings. You can also view a report to see the class's overall performance. Oh, and students can use the clapping icon to, well, drive up the clap counter. Not sure why this is helpful, but it's popular if you can tolerate it. Okay, that's all we have for the absolute basics of Gimkit. If you want to see more, please hit that like button and leave a comment, and if there's interest, we'll do a follow-up deep dive. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it useful, and if you did, go ahead and click that like button. Why not support us and click that subscribe button? Click the bell icon to receive email notifications, leave a comment or an idea for a Tech Tuesday video below, share this video with your friends, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.